How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin, and the topic of today's discussion is going to be your heart versus other people's hearts. Your heart versus other people's hearts. You know what I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about this topic? I'm thinking about me talking to two family members. Really one that I'm talking about, but this is going to apply to both of them. And I've mentioned them in other videos before. They have beautiful, beautiful qualities in regards to their heart, their love and attention to detail, and dealing with others. And it really goes a long way, and it proves in the things that they like to do for other people and so forth. And I've read social media posts, and I've read, man, it's hot out here. I just got a shower. Ain't nobody trying to sweat. Uh, I've read in some of the social media posts of people saying, yeah, people aren't going to get that best of me anymore. They're not going to get, this, that, and the other. I'm done being this particular type of way and so forth with people. And it's not even about that. What it's about is like what we always talk about on this channel, realizing what you're dealing with. And before I go into talking about and what you're dealing with, let's focus on that heart condition with these two individuals that I'm talking about. One thing that I'm afraid of that you'll do when you start turning off that stuff and being cold and you're really acting outside of your character with other people, going against the grain of innately who you are, it's allowing yourself to be changed, and you may be stepping out of your purpose. I don't know, because I don't know what your purpose is, so it's not for me to say. But you may be stepping out of your purpose. You may lose out in some situations that you truly could benefit from in just being you and who you are. And I don't want you to do that. That's the reason why we talk about constantly assessing these people in these situations around us to see how much of our time and energy we devote to these people and these things. See, I think with some people with this heart condition that I'm talking about, like what I'm talking about with the two family members, is you go in and you go in hard and you leave yourself really vulnerable to be taken advantage of, and taken advantage of in such a deep way, or in such a bad way, I should say, rather, that it leaves you broken and not wanting to do that for anybody else. And the thing is, you got to think about this. One of the reasons why I made this channel and I talk the way that I do is because I know that there's more of you out there. People feel alone. You feel like you're the only one feeling how you're feeling, right? Think about it. There's other ones. How do you link up and you meet these other people if you're coming out of who you are and you're putting on this facade? You're putting on this. It's right on the tip of my tongue. We're just gonna leave it a facade. I do that a lot. Finding other synonyms for these things. You're putting all of this on, and it's not the real you. I'm going to discuss this further in other media down the road, but I just wanted to touch on this as just something to think about. I don't think that you should let somebody change who you are. If it's coming down to my heart versus your heart, maybe I need to change in the way that I'm interacting with you. Are you taking advantage of me? Huh? Is that what you're doing? Trying to make me look like a fool? Huh? Is that what you're doing? Remember, I say this in a lot of my videos when I talk about how you can't stop from being used. And I think that's what it comes down to. People feel that hurt. And that's what I'm reading on some of these social media posts. Not on my website, on my social media, but just things that I stroll across is people feel so hurt and used up on that. It's like, man, nobody will ever get that again. And the fact of the matter is, nobody wants to be taken advantage of. And that's the reason why, and then I'm going to go back to what I was getting ready to say before I cut my own self off. What I'm saying in some of my other videos when I go, okay, you may get one time. You're not going to get a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Sometimes that one time might turn into a second time because you've been manipulative and you've altered the way that you've done things. And you're still getting back to that same agenda and goal that you have in mind and you're trying to use. And you catch me again, and I'm like, okay, look, that was the second time. We through. We are through. But going back to like what I was stating, when I realize on what you're doing, then our relationship is going to be different. Whether that's pushing you back a little bit, not physically. We ain't talking about getting physical on this channel. But whether that's, putting you to the outer ring of those circles of people that's around me, or whatever the case may be. I'm going to have to limit my dealings with you because I'm not trying to step out of character. Yes. Am I willing to change the way that I do things and improve? Yes. I want to look back on Ayn from 15 years ago, and surely I would love to see a difference of improvement between me doing things then to now. So yes, I want to see that. So any changes that I make to myself, I want it to be for the better, and dealing with people around me for the better. But also in doing that I saw something on the top of my head. I thought it was a bruise. It's just that shine off that head. Just that shine. But surely I would like to look back and see that not only am I a better me than I was yesteryear, but I would like to look and see how those relationships are up around me. Do I have a better set of people? We're not judging. We're just saying you might not want to still run with those same things that brought you out of character and brought the worst up out of you. Think about it. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. You think I want to be around somebody that I gotta constantly watch because you're about to light my fuse? Just something to think about. So it's not about, no, nobody ever get that part of me again. Yeah, they will. Yeah, you're just hurting right now. Yeah, they will. And you can't stop that. But what you can stop those same repeated people from doing those things again. I'm getting ready to end this video off and saying this. I said this in another video. There's really only so many different types of people out there. And with these types of people come the qualities that they lead with their personality and how they do others. And you should be able to start recognizing those signs for the most part. And with a lot of those people, some people are willing to change. Some people, maybe you just caught them at that particular moment in their life where they are like that person that maybe you thought about 15, 20, 30 years ago. Hey, I remember that person. You were just like that person. But maybe this person is different from the standpoint of, hey, you talk to me. Let me know what's rubbing you wrong. And maybe we can do something different with it. See, that's the unknown factor in it. That's why I'm talking about you don't want to just gloss over and just, I'm not giving this part of me anymore to anybody else. Then you're missing out on good people, good situations, and good relationships. That's what I'm saying. Your heart versus their heart. You don't want to let somebody change your heart. Maybe I need to change the way that I'm interacting with you. That's the basis of this video. My name's Ayn Kilimanjaro, that is. Stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. Y'all have a good one.